Hello, it's your girl Tiffany, my malicious black beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces high priestess, aka the lady that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a covenant, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on today. If y'all will be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it will be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign. So please take the messages that apply, leave the ones that do not. Remember that this reading can apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be pertaining to you or any and everyone in between that you may or may not know. With that being said, guys, we're going to get started with your overall messages. So the first card you have here is focused and not in the mood. They thought you were slow, dumb, and stupid, but you're not. They never wanted you to know the truth about your real father. I will not be bullied. Illegal harassment. Betrayal for the love of money. So, collective, you are in your skin, drinking gin, won't be back to next weekend. Okay? You are unbothered by the bullshit. Okay? You're focused, you're not in the mood for anybody's shenanigans. Period. Okay? These people thought you were slow, you were dumb and stupid, but you're not. Okay? You could be someone who's highly intuitive, collective. Okay, or you're just someone who's awake, aware, you know the truth, you know clarity. Okay, so you focus, you're not in the mood, you're not putting up with anybody's BS. Okay, you're not taking nobody's crap. Okay, and people are mad because they thought that you were slow, dumb, and stupid, but you're not. Okay, they really feel some type of way because, collective, you know the truth about your real father, and they never wanted you to know the truth about your real father. This is something that has been concealed from you, hid from you, or what have you. You could have even been lied to about who your father really is. Okay, and so you're likely someone who's being targeted, who's being attacked, whose life has been made a living hell on purpose. You know, with these individuals trying to bully you into submission. Okay, if you're not who they want you to be, then you're under this constant vigorous attack. Okay, but you refuse to be bullied. Okay, you didn't subscribe to that. Okay, um yet and still you're dealing with illegal harassment. Okay, none of these individuals can approach you nor attack you face to face, or straight up, or just upright, in any type of proper manner. These people aren't justified by anything that they're doing. That's the reason why they're sneaking and creeping around, and they're doing what they're doing in secret. Not to mention the way that they're attacking you, and is illegal. Okay, so not only are they wrong for doing what they're doing to you, not only are they unjustified in doing what they're doing to you, but they're doing what they're doing to you illegally. Okay, which means that they are not righteous in the least bit. Okay, this is plain and simple betrayal for the love of money. Okay, it always boils down to money, doesn't it, with these people? Okay, that's what makes their world go around. That's all these people care about is money. Okay, and this situation is no different. Okay, I feel like this money, this abundance, this wealth, what have you, it has ties and roots back to your father, your real father, or what have you. But these people have ultimately betrayed you for this money. Okay, I feel like these individuals who are working against you, they wanted you to be seen as nothing, as nobody. They wanted you out of sight, out of mind, not seen, not heard, not known, hidden. Okay, and they wanted you to be a low vibrational nobody. But that's exactly who they are. And them coming together, working together to attack you, they need to tear you down and make you look bad just to make themselves feel better and look better than you, so they can gloat about how much more they have than you and how much better they are than you, and all this other kind of shit, guys, okay? But plain and simply, they'll never tell the truth as to why they're really working against you, and this is betrayal for the love of money. They'll never tell the truth, the blatant truth, that they're using illegal harassment, control tactics, and you know, mind control tactics and manipulations of this and that and spell work and all this other kind of shit to vigorously attack you. They're not going to tell anybody that. They're not going to tell anybody that. They're going to sit there, their asses up on fucking pedestals behind the fucking scenes, okay? Acting like, you know, they're the righteous, upstanding ones, and you're the one that, you know, somehow has some type of problem because you're the delusional one, you're the crazy one, you're the one that's out of your mind, you're the one with the issues or something like that, or what have you, collective, okay? When it's plain to see, you know, who the crooks, who the criminals, who the corrupt individuals really are. Because you're alone, you're by yourself, you're to yourself, you're by yourself, you're on your own, you're all alone, okay? And you got all these people who are working against you, okay? So it's not hard with anybody with eyes to see who the corrupt individuals really are. You're not this lone wolf that's vigorously attacking them. No, they came for you. They checking for you. They working against you. They're using illegal methods and tactics and harassments to hurt, harm, and endanger you. Okay? So they are the problem. You are not. Period, point blank. Nonetheless, you're focused and you're not in the mood, okay? You're unbothered by these people's bullshit. They so desperately want you to be blind, deaf, dumb, and crazy, brainwashed, blind, under mind control, dumbed down. They could even try to, at some point, they could have tried to make you believe you was crazy when you wasn't. Probably your entire life. They could have tried to even convince other people that you was crazy when the fuck you wasn't. They wanted you and outsiders to believe that you was slow, that you was dumb, that you was stupid, that you were ignorant, unknowledgeable, and some more shit. But you're not. You're none of those things. Okay? The fact of the matter is they've been lying to you your entire life. Your entire life is a fucking lie. They are the ones that are the lie, and the truth ain't in them. They never wanted you to know the truth about your real father, where you come from, your heritage, your bloodline. So they hid these things from you. They covered these things up. They buried these things and they abused you all your life with the hopes that you would never wake up, that you would never find out. Now they're vigorously the fuck attacking you, desperate to get rid of you. That is the truth that they are too coward to speak. Period, point blank. Nothing more, nothing less. That is what is matter of fact. Your fake, phony, fraudulent family know it. The government know it. And any and everybody else in between. To clarify focus and not in the mood, we have never gonna let them use me again, collective. Okay? So you're never gonna let these people use you again. That's why you're staying focused on self, on your own life, on your own health and well-being, mental stability, mental security, mental and safety. You know what I'm saying? You're never going to let them use you again. And it's likely the reason why these narcissists are so mad, because they can no longer play in your face. They can no longer gaslight you. You're going to call bullshit every time. To clarify, they thought you were slow, dumb, and stupid, but you're not. You can't trust your own kind. Okay? So we clearly know that blood is not thicker than water. Okay? Ain't no love or loyalty amongst your family. We know that. Okay? But this goes far and beyond those who are supposed to be your family. Your own kind is your own race. You can't trust your own kind. And they thought you was too slow, dumb, and stupid to know that. They never wanted you to know the truth about your real father, secret spy. Your real father could have been a secret spy, collective. working for the government, like legitimately working for the government as a secret spy. Okay, that person may have had some type of surface level position, title, or role, or something like that. Um, that they were in, that they went by, that the overall general public knew them as, but they were a secret spy. Okay, which gives them ties to the government. Okay. It's interesting because when it comes to your real father, they didn't even want you to know that this person was your father. So it wasn't even like, it's not even like knowing who your father was okay. Just not knowing what they did for work, you understand, type of thing. No, they didn't want you to even know who this person was, nor the work field that they were in, or anything like that. They didn't want you to know anything about your real father, so they fabricated some other shit. They made some other shit up and fed it to you. Okay? To clarify, I will not be bullied. We have suffering in silence from trauma caused by no good family. So, collective, you've been suffering in silence due to the trauma that you have endured caused by your no good family. Okay? We also have here, get out of the United States before it's too late. Okay? So, some of you may have been contemplating about leaving the United States. So, I assume that you're in the United States. If Spirit is saying, get out of the United States before it's too late. Why? Because this goes far and beyond you not being able to trust your supposed family. This goes far and beyond you not being able to trust your own kind, your own race. This goes all the way up to those who are highest in fucking power. You cannot trust this government. You cannot trust the supposed leaders, the rulers, the bosses, the masters of the United States. Because this corruption is widespread. You're surrounded by nothing but evil, wickedness. I feel like words like evil and wicked and toxic and demonic are understatements for what it really is. To clarify legal harassment, we have, why are they so obsessed with you, collective? You're probably wondering, why in the hell are these people so obsessed with you? Why, out of billions of people in the fucking world that they could fuck with, they're fucking with you every day, all day, every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days out the fucking year. Because those of you who are real targets, this shit didn't just start. And considering the fact that this rabbit hole goes way deep, all the way back to before you was even conceived, that means that these motherfuckers technically have been working against you all your life since your birth. Not just when you went through an awakening, they realized that you were woke. And they pushed the plan B button to all come together to rise up the fuck against you at one fucking time, because they didn't want you to know the truth. See, that's why they really start. See, they've been tracking and tracing you all your life. They've been exploiting you all your life. They've been illegally invading and violating you all your life. They've been exploiting you for money all your life. They've been targeting you all your life. They have a covert and an overt way of doing this shit. So technically, a lot of things that's going on now was going on before, as far as you being watched and all this other kind of shit. You just didn't know it. Now you know it. Now you're aware of everything that they're doing. Because the moment you went through the awakening, they flipped the switch. Pushed some keystrokes. Pumped up the volume, turned up the frequencies to let you know that you're being targeted, to maximize the effect of targeting you, of harassing you, of stalking you. It was their attempt to bully you into submission. It was their attempt to spook you, to scare you. These people are obsessed with you, though. Out of all the billions of people in the world, even out of other targeted individuals, these bastards are on you like white on rice. A white paper plate in a fucking snowstorm. A white crayon on a white piece of fucking paper. They are so fucking obsessed with you. There's murderers and rapists, human traffickers, drug traffickers, gang members, treasonous, embezzlers, prostitutes, pimps. Some more shit. They don't get treated as bad as you. That ain't watched like the fuck you watch. These bitches on you, watching you harder than the fucking paparazzi. They watch fucking celebrities and shit around this bitch. And at least they got fucking millions and shit. You ain't even getting fucking paid for the whole ass shit that they're doing to you. Excuse my language. But at this point, I don't fucking care. And I'm not going to keep apologizing for using profanity. If you don't like it, get off the video. Watch something else. Y'all support everybody else but me anyway. So I really don't care. But at the same time, you know, I kind of do. Because I don't want anybody to feel some type of way by profanity. But it's the way I feel right now. So it is what it is. Especially when these type of messages come out. So why are they so obsessed with you? Because they don't want the real truth to come out and to be known as to what they did to you, how they have tortured you, how they abused you and exploited you your entire life. They don't want the real truth to come out about who you really are. Your real worth and power. Where you come from. Who your father really is. They don't want it to know. They don't want people to know that everybody in your life, everybody you've ever come into contact with has treated you like nothing but a fucking peasant. When you really wealthy and supposed to be privileged in this bitch. It's a betrayal for the love of money. They purposely planted you in poverty and want to keep you there. Keep you stuck, trapped. In poverty, like you were a fucking peasant, like you were nothing. Why they came up off the back of you. Why everybody around you had more the fuck than you. And you were looked at like the fucking, you know, statistic. That's a nobody. That's a nothing. The reason for all this illegal fucking harassment. But they're like overly obsessed with you. They're more obsessed with you than they are any other person that's being targeted. You're not so special that you're the only fucking person that's being targeted. That's not what I'm saying. But you are. You are very special. And you're special enough for them to be overly obsessed with you. Even more so than other people. It's terrorists out here and some more shit. But they obsessed with you. Whole motherfucking crisis and shit going on all around the world. But they obsessed with you. And this illegal harassment is nonstop. It's when you're awake. It's when you're trying to rest. When you're sleeping. It's when you're in public. It's when you're in the privacy of your own home. It's all the time. It's everywhere. And you're being exploited as we speak. But I don't get it because it's big and bad and almighty and powerful. These cowards act like they are, especially those of them who are in power. They too pussy to stand up before the people and say that shit to our fucking faces. The real shit that they're really fucking doing to fucking people. So y'all just smooth criminals. You're not all that big and bad and powerful as you claim that you fucking are. Because people who are big and bad and almighty and fucking powerful, even with the evil shit, the wicked shit, the criminal shit that they fucking do, they ain't got no problem with letting it be known. That shit goes all the way back to fucking in history. Think all those kings and different things back in the day, them Egyptians and gods and all this other kind of things, and you know what I'm saying? The Romans and all these other kind of things. You think they hid behind, you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of toxic shit they could have done. Do you think they hid from what the fuck they did? No. But in this day and time, they fucking do. But you're so big and bad and powerful and almighty and privileged and rich. You're leaders, bosses, rulers, masters. But you're secretly obsessed with people, and you're using illegal harassment in secret to target people. I'm sorry, real bosses, real masters don't have to lie to the people and tell them they're free when they're not. They don't have to lie to the people and convince them that they have rights when they don't. They don't have to lie to the fucking people to tell to convince us that we have liberty and fucking justice for all when we don't. They don't have to stand before the people and convince us that we have privacy and you don't torture fucking human beings and your citizens and shit when you do. See, real bosses, real masters, real rulers, they ain't hiding behind shit. They ain't in no fucking shadows, and they ain't secret about none of the shit they do, even the corrupt, evil, wicked shit that they do. But that's what's going on today. And we supposed to be so fucking afraid of them. Betrayal for the love of money. Your family is using you for money, collective. You are being used for money. This is ultimate betrayal for the love of money, collective. Okay? To clarify, focus and not in a mood. Never going to let them use me again. You are the victim of injustice, collective. By these perpetrators who wanted some type of payback or revenge on you. Okay? But these injustices are going to be overturned. You've been a victim of injustice your entire life. To clarify, they thought you were slow, dumb, and stupid, but you're not. We can't trust your own kind. We got psychic here, collective. So you are a psychic. You're a high priestess, a seer, a light worker, a prophetess, or a prophet, or an astrologer, or what have you. A starseed, a highly sensitive indigo, a chosen one, an earth angel. You're highly intuitive, collective. You're psychic. You're empathic. You're knowledgeable. You're wise. You're enlightened. You're illuminated. You're in the north node. You're tapped into your higher self. But these people thought you were slow, dumb, and stupid. Sometimes you have to allow people to think you stupid, so you can see them for who they really are. They never wanted you to know about your real father with secret spy. We got the law here. So I told you, your real father not only was like a part of the law, worked for the law, or was the law, this person was a secret spy as well. Okay? This person was almost like a double agent or some shit like that. This law card, it could be any position in government, but the top thing here is judge. Judge, law enforcement, lawmakers, lawyers, any branch of government, politicians, or what have you. The law makes up a lot of different positions, titles, and roles, okay? But your real father was also a secret spy. To clarify, I would not be bullied, would suffer in silence from trauma caused by no good family, and get out the United States before it's too late. Collective, you are a rebel, okay? You're a nonconformist, you're an activist, you're a revolutionary. That's why they don't like you. And this is the reason why you refuse to be bullied. You refuse to give in. You refuse to sell out. Because you're a wisdom keeper. You're a wise person. You're well informed, collective. You're enlightened and you're a wise person. This is the reason why you will not be bullied. Even at your own detriment. To clarify illegal harassment, why are they so obsessed with you? We have the government here, okay? So this government card, it you know, ties into senators, governors, mayors, you know, different politicians, the courts, disposers, advisors, any branch of government here are the ones who are involved in this illegal harassment. They're running, ruling, controlling, funding the operation of this legal harassment against you. So now you have both the law and government here. Betrayal for the love of money. um your family is using you for money. We got the fall of civilization here, okay? So this betrayal for the love of money and the fact that your supposed family is using you for money, collective, it's all because of their own greed, corruption, indulgence, and ignorance, spirit is saying. These are some greedy, materialistic, narcissistic, money hungry as individuals who are corrupt. This is the reason why they indulge in the toxic things that they do, because of their own ignorance and selfishness. Period, point blank. You focus and you're not in the mood, collective. You're never going to allow them to use you again. Yeah, you're the victim of injustice and you've been a victim of injustice all your life, but you're healing. You're healing without the help of anybody else, without the permission or approval of anybody else, without the assistance or the guidance of anybody else. You're healing from all the torment, from all the pain, from all the sorrow, from all the misery, from all the anguish. You're healing. And it's hard to heal when you're still being attacked. Imagine a battered woman and this person gets beat by their partner or what have you. Gets beat up by their partner. So they take this beating and they got these bruises and shit. And so after the beating, they're healing. But then this partner comes back and beats them up again. Day after day after day after day after day. It's an example. But it just shows this as how it's hard to heal while still being attacked. A lot of people talk about forgiveness and different things like that. Forgiveness is another thing. It's hard to forgive somebody when they're still doing something. The only way you can forgive somebody is if they did something to you once, and you can move on from that situation and heal from that situation. That person did that to you once. Like, another example, this person stepped on your fucking toe and didn't apologize or some shit like that. Didn't say excuse me or some shit like that or what have you. You can move on from that, heal from that, and go on with your life. But if this person come and purposely step on your toe every goddamn day and don't say excuse me, don't say, oh, I apologize or anything like that or what have you, and they purposely come and step on your toe every day, it's a little hard to forgive that person that's steady attacking you. What the fuck are you supposed to do? Forgive them every fucking day for still attacking you? It's the same thing with healing. Will you start the process of fucking healing every damn day while still being attacked? See, a lot of people lie to themselves and they fill their own heads, their own minds, their own selves with a bunch of bullshit that don't mean nothing. It's fabricated. It's man-made, made up BS. And hey, to each his own. If you feel good by lying to yourself and that's what helps you cope and get through life, then, by all means, be my guest. But I choose not to lie to myself. I choose not to play pretend like everything is the fuck okay and it's not. I choose not to convince myself that some lovely, wonderful, beautiful, lavish fucking world full of great things and great people and lollipops and rainbows and fucking unicorns when it's not. But if you want to, hey, like I said, to each his own. Do what you do. But watch my shoes. Okay? They thought you were slow, dumb, and stupid, but you're not. Collective. Okay? You can't trust your own kind. And as a psychic, you matter of factly know this. Okay? You're listening to your intuition. You're following your wisdom, your spiritual guidance, collective. You're highly intuitive. And these people doubted you. They didn't think you were intuitive. They didn't think you were wise. They didn't think you were enlightened. They surely didn't think you were psychic. They surely didn't think that you would ever find out that you couldn't trust your own fucking kind. Because, see, that's who you was betrayed by first. Before you can look into the world and look at fucking strangers and look at the damn, corrupt governments and the racists and the prejudice and the discriminators and the haters and the, that's complete fucking strangers, your own kind betrayed you first. Yeah, they did. Well before anybody else sunk their teeth into you. They never thought you would be wise enough or intuitive enough to figure that out. Because, see, that's what narcissists like to do. They like to abuse you and play up in your face while they stabbing you in your back, playing pretend like they cared about you and they loved you. And all this other kind of shit when they the very ones that's fucking you over, that's sabotaging you, ruining you, betraying you, being disloyal to you, setting you up to roll you out back for the motherfucking man in the first goddamn place. Yeah, your own kind betrayed you first. That's for sure. They never wanted you to know the truth about your real father, who's a secret spy and got ties to the law. Okay? Why? Because of a man-made disaster. So there was some type of man-made disaster as it relates to your real father. Okay? Not to mention the position, title, or role that they had within the law, and them being a secret spy or what have you. They never wanted you to know the truth about this. I will not be bullied, collective. You're saying you will not be bullied. Yeah, you're suffering in silence. You've suffered in silence all your life due to trauma caused by no good family. Okay? And many of you have probably contemplated on you leaving the United States before it's too late. And this is the reason why you got that rebel in you. But I feel like if you're anything like myself, you're a rebel within reason. You understand what I'm saying? You're not some radical rebel, suicide bomber ass type of rebel. You know what I'm saying? You're a rebel within reason. You're a rebel with cause. You're a nonconformist. You're a revolutionary, a visionary. You understand? An activist. And you're a wisdom keeper. So you're a wise person. You're well informed. You're a wounded healer. You got to be a wounded healer to be somebody who has been hurt this much. And you're enlightened. So you refuse to be bullied. Even if it's the death of you. Because see, what they did is something they didn't have to do. And what the government did, what the satanic powers that be did, what the wealthy the fucking elite did, is they offered you a fucking lie. When they told you was free, they said you had freedom and liberty and there was justice for all. They said you had the pursuit of happiness. They said that you could be all that you could fucking be. And it was a fucking lie. They said that you had rights. They offered you lies. The only reason why now today that people think they free is because we were lied and told we were free. So you refuse to be bullied. And the same fucking people who are using this illegal harassment against you and bullying you and targeting you and attacking you is the same motherfucking lawmakers that wrote the fucking man-written Bible, created fucking religion to force you to conform and obey and enslave your ass. They're the same ones who wrote the motherfucking laws that they forced upon you, that they break every goddamn day. So guess what? If they wanted us to be Luciferians or Satanists or devil worshippers, they could have wrote that shit in there. If we were supposed to bow down and worship them and bend over and get sodomized by these sodomites, they could have wrote that shit in there, and nobody would be the wiser. Everybody would be into that shit. If it was written somewhere that we had to bow down and worship them and sell our soul and sell our ass to them for us to have any motherfucking thing, they would have wrote that shit, but they didn't. They wrote every fucking thing else. They rewrote history in their fucking image. And all they have fed us is regurgitated bullshit that they have come up with, and they offered us lies. I can't stand a bitch that offer you a lie. It's like a motherfucker that tell you they love you when they don't, and when you didn't even ask them to. Don't fucking tell me you love me when you don't. Don't tell me I'm free when I ain't. Just like a motherfucker telling you you got the right to freedom of fucking speech, but when you speak, you attack. They tell you you got the freedom of the press and freedom of religion, but when you embrace your spirituality, you attacked. You offered lies. Thus you can't be mad that I refuse to conform and obey. Because you didn't write that shit.
You've got mail.
You didn't put it in black and motherfucking white. And you so big and you so bad and you so bold, you had the authority to do so. So what you're not going to do is fucking convince me of that shit subliminally the fuck now. You don't own me. You don't own the collective. I'm getting sick and tired of these fucking hypocrites. They regurgitated ass bullshit and all the fucking lies that they didn't offer people while they do all this criminal and unjust ass shit behind the fucking scenes and goddamn secret, and they want to parade around like they righteous and upstanding pillars of the community, like they saved, sanctified, delivered, and holier than thou. Miss me with it. Miss the collective with it. We will not be bullied. And that AI, what y'all call artificial intelligence, is really alien intelligence. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about your witches and your warlocks, your sorcerers, your sorceress, your dark priests or priestess, your Wiccans, your witch doctors, your witch practitioners, your voodooists, your illusionists, your hypnotists. I don't care nothing about that. Because that's the shit they own today. Everything in this world is satanic, masonic, and demonic. Period. But you do that shit in secret. But you got all the power, you got all the wealth, you got all the privilege. You could have wrote that shit. That was the way it was supposed to fucking be. But you want me to be the fuck okay, being the fuck awake. See, this is the reason why they get mad at you when the fuck you are awake. See, they want us to be blind fools. And they really told you, and they made up a story about Adam and Eve in the Garden of fucking Eden that don't fucking exist. Think about it. Adam and Eve was out there fucking naked, the story say. And they didn't even know it. They was out there starving. They didn't know what they can eat. And the serpent came along and said, hey, y'all naked. You can take them twigs and them leaves there and tie them together and make you some attire. And they did, and they covered themselves. And they say, hey, you see the fruits is growing in the vegetables and things is growing naturally on the trees. You're sitting here starving, you could eat. And so they ate. See, y'all, a lot of y'all think blind faith is fucking cute. But you never question, why would a God want you blind? Why would a God not want you to see? So when God came along, And Adam and Eve was shielding themselves and covering themselves. And God, to the story say, God said, why you hiding? Because we were naked. Well, who told you was naked? The serpent? Yeah. And so they claim that's when the curse began. So you mean tell me God wanted them blind? Out there naked and starving. And when they came into the light to realize that they was naked and starving, they was punished for it. Why would that be? It's a false story. But apply it to today's time. When we awaken, why do you think we are targeted and attacked? It's the same thing that goes back to the story of Adam and Eve. Huh? What about Amazing Grace? How sweet the sound. You remember when they say, I once was blind, but now I see? So you don't start being vigorously attacked the way you do until your ass is able to fucking see. They spend trillions of dollars to rock about baby your ass to sleep. This is the reason why they just studied the human brain for so goddamn long, bitch. Not to advance fucking technology for your stupid ass, for those fucking gadgets and gadgets for your lazy ass, because you don't want to turn on your own fucking lights and vacuum your own goddamn floor and all this other kind of shit that you want robotic ass shit to do for you. Because you too lazy to get up and do it your goddamn self. That's not what the fuck it's about. It's to control your stupid ass. This is the reason why they spying on you right the fuck now. They manipulating and controlling you right the fuck now with that fucking technology, bitch. Why motherfuckers all over the world is under mind control right the fuck now. You think y'all involved in this motherfucker. You ain't got no liberty. You ain't got no freedom. You ain't got no fucking rights. You don't have no goddamn privacy. None of that shit. And y'all swear y'all living good and feeling good in your best lives and all this other kind of shit, and you don't know no such thing. They spend trillions of dollars on keeping you brainwashed and dumbed down and under mind control. They spend trillions of dollars on keeping your ass entertained and distracted. Why? So you can't think for yourself. So you won't question their authority. So you won't know no better. That's why everything today is run off fucking technology. You ain't got to do a damn thing for yourself. You ain't got to read for yourself. You ain't got to count for your goddamn self. You ain't got to write for your goddamn self. No goddamn more. It's machines is fucking doing it for you. And y'all think that shit cute. You think you evolving in this motherfucker. They keep your brain watching people bring the masses under this mass mind control going on. And they keep y'all entertained with bullshit and distracted. And should you fucking break from the fucking matrix and wake the fuck up? This is the reason why you ever notice when you living and seeing you live a better life, ain't nobody fucking with you, ain't nobody bothering you. You can suck who you want, fuck who you want, party, kicking it, get high, get drunk, turn up. Don't nobody bother. You can hit licks, you can gang bang, you can fucking trick, you can pimp, you can hoe, you can do all kinds of shit. Motherfuckers commit petty crimes, all kinds of shit. Your ass ain't stupid enough and ignorant enough to be in the police face blatantly disrespectful doing some shit you ain't fuck with. But if you notice, once you living right and you doing right, you ain't living in sin, you ain't commit no crimes, you living righteously, you done repented for your goddamn sins, your slate supposed to be wiped, you would think that life would get better. Life gets worse. Why? Because you awake. That's when you become vigorously attacked. You turn around, you wake up one day, you've been attacked by every witch, warlock, demon, devil worshiper, Satanist, witch practitioner, witch doctor, sorcerer, sorceress, dark priest, motherfuckers you didn't even know the fuck existed. Secret motherfucking societies and shit. Motherfuckers you didn't even know existed. All while your ass was asleep. It's a damn shame to think that when you lived in sin, you lived a more comfortable life. You had more money. You lived a little fucking better. You had more hoes, niggas, whatever the fuck you liked in a fucking little bit. You couldn't stop people from calling you and texting you. Motherfuckers wanted to fuck with you, or they wanted to kick it with you. You even had fake phony fucking family then playing pretend like they loved you and cared to fuck about you even though they wasn't shit. It was working against you the whole time. At least motherfuckers was actively playing to fuck pretend. But when nobody fucking with you day in and day night, day in and day out, making your life a living hell. Shit, when you was living in sin, I don't know about you, but I slept like a fucking baby when I was living in sin. Never experienced insomnia the day before in my life. Never had a bad dream the day before in my life. Never felt haunted, taunted, harassed, stalked. None of that shit. Day before in my motherfucking life, bitch, I started being targeted. None of that shit, bitch. And it's a damn shame. It's a shame that when you look back, when you think back, things didn't seem half as fucking bad. And it didn't mean life didn't happen. You might have lost a job. You might have had a breakup with a relationship. But guess what? You get another job just like that. Guess what? You get another relationship just like that. You fall out with your friends. Guess what? You get other friends just like that. You understand? You was blissfully, ignorantly optimistic the fuck about life. If at first you didn't succeed, you tried to fuck again. From the moment you wake up, every hope, wish, dream, desire you ever fucking had is flushed down the fucking toilet because you realize you done been told a lie your entire fucking life. You realize your own goddamn kind, your own damn people ain't shit. They sellouts. And they done offered your ass and thrown your ass to the slaughter. And offered your ass up for sacrifice so they can come the fuck up. That's why everybody, when you awaken, you notice. In an instant, faster than the speed of light, in a blink of a fucking eye, everybody has turned on you. You have nobody. No friends, no family, no lovers. Everybody working against you, and complete strangers, professionals in power, the government, the motherfucking industry, and some more shit. Motherfuckers that shouldn't even know you, working the fuck against you. You wonder why that is. See, they don't want nobody explaining no real shit like this to you. That's why they don't like me. That's why they shadow ban me. That's why my numbers ain't up. See, if I came out here with that petty ass, regurgitated ass, scripted ass bullshit about you and your person and your twin flame and your soulmate and all this other kind of stupid ass shit. If I came on here all up in people's business all the time telling you who gay, who in the closet, who on down low, who straight, who freaky, who nasty, who cheat, who pregnant, who getting, all that old bullshit. Who got STDs and all this other kind of shit that don't matter, that don't mean shit. That spirit ain't telling none of them bitches. That God ain't telling none of them bitches. Be amazing me when motherfuckers be like, oh, God said. God ain't said shit. You don't even know who the fuck God is. I ain't telling them bitches shit. Oh, I heard from who, bitch? A demon? I'm hearing such and such. From who? Nobody with any common sense question that shit. Bitch, who are you fucking hearing from? God ain't told you shit. And how you know God ain't told you shit? Because of the dumb shit they be fucking saying. But I digress. Whatever. I just observe really well. I sit back and hear a lot of shit and listen to a lot of shit. And then when I get tired of it, I just delete motherfuckers. Because I refuse for my mind to be fucking invaded by a bunch of people just speaking dumb shit. Ain't fucking telling people the truth. And the people who are telling people the fucking truth won't get seen, won't get heard. They don't like us. No, we don't have no fucking endorsements and sponsors, and we ain't making the big fucking bucks and all this other kind of shit, getting thousands upon thousands of motherfucking dollars and shit. Because we ain't sellouts. Yeah. You will not be bullied, collective. You can be a feminine energy. We got female here. Illegal harassment. With why they're so obsessed with you, and the government is organized crime, collective. Organized crime and accomplices, partners in crime came out. I feel like both of these messages go hand in hand together. Also with the betrayal for the love of money. Okay, with your family using you for money and fall of civilization here. Okay, this illegal harassment is organized crime, Spirit is saying. This, which is run, ruled, controlled, and funded by the government, by the wealthy elites, by the satanic powers that be. This betrayal for the love of money, there's a lot of people involved. There's a lot of accomplices and there are a lot of partners in crimes that's involved in this betrayal against you for the love of money, collective. That's what's going on here. Bottom of the deck, we got secrets. These motherfuckers got a whole secret-ass agenda. Okay? As to why they doing what they're doing to you, collective. Okay? They done kept you in the dark about a lot of things, collective. Okay? But these secrets is being the fuck exposed. What they have done to you, and what's going to hell on. But they having meetings. They having secret ass meetings. Okay? About they secret ass agendas and all they other secret plans, plots, and schemes and shit like that. Okay? Something is very significant to your long lost family, collective. Okay? You had some extra messages that came out here. I'm seeing judge, as well as bribing the judge, as well as insurance fraud. Okay, this judge and bribing the judge, this could have ties to your real father, okay, or a situation pertaining to this insurance fraud and this betrayal for the love of money. But all of this sits up under, they never wanted you to know the truth about your real father. Okay, so your family, you have family here, as well as cult. So your family, either your family is a cult or belongs to a cult, or your family and some type of satanic, masonic, demonic cult, okay, want some type of revenge on you, okay, and they're involved in the things that has been done to you. It is happening to you, collective. Okay, you were put under mind control, collective, and you have been abused and neglected. This was done to you on purpose. Why? Because they never wanted you to know the truth. That's why they put you under mind control. And they've been controlling you and manipulating you with mind control, through mind control, your entire life, collective. Okay? This is a gross invasion. This is the abuse and neglect that you have endured at the hands of your fake ass sold out fucking family, as well as the government. The government, the satanic powers that be, they don't want the truth to come out of how they mind controlled you, put you under mind control. You've been under mind control since you were a kid. How they exploited you for money. How they abused you and neglected you. How they purposely planted you in poverty and treated you like you were a fucking peasant to keep they low down dirty secrets covered the fuck up. And even at your own fucking detriment, even at the death of you, the world is going to know the fucking truth. Because them bitches owe you. Collective, you are a missing child. You went missing as a fucking child, and this is something else that they want to keep hidden and covered up. This is the reason why they never wanted you to know the truth about your real father, because you are a missing child. You were kidnapped, you were abducted, you were stolen, you were trafficked, collective. You are a missing child. This is also the reason why they never wanted you seen. They never wanted you known. They never wanted you heard. They wanted to keep you stuck and trapped and complacent in the same fucking place so nobody would ever identify you. You're a missing child, collective, and you've been under mind control your entire life since you were a child, okay? And you've been abused and you are being neglected, and it is the fault of the United States government. It is the fault of the satanic powers to be, the wealthy elite, and your fake, phony, fraudulent ass family, and whatever fucking cult they belong to. I said it. Who mad? I dare you to call me a lie and prove it. Spirit, clarify focus, not in the mood. Clarify focus, not in the mood. Yeah, because you know the truth, collective. You know the truth. You know clarity. You have awareness. You have insight. You done had an epiphany, an awakening, a breakthrough, a aha moment. That light bulb went off, collective. Your visions is clear. You know the truth, collective. That's why you focus and you're not in the fucking mood for anybody's BS. You're unbothered by their BS. They thought you were slow, dumb, and stupid because they didn't had you under mind control all your life. They thought for sure they had it in the fucking bag. I was under mind control for 30 fucking years. They never thought that I would fucking wake up. The powers that be thought they was gonna be in the ushered in. They, you know what I'm saying? They declared a new world order and ushered in. They motherfucking antichrist and declared martial law before the fuck I woke up. I woke up too soon for them, and they got mad. Yeah. Spirit clarify. They thought you were slow, dumb, and stupid, but you're not. They thought you were slow, dumb, and stupid, but you're not. A lot of face cards coming out. Here's a lot of people who thought you were slow, dumb, and stupid, collective. A lot of people thought you were slow, dumb, and stupid. Yeah, you was trafficked as a child. I'm seeing the Page of Cups, the Chariot with the Ten of Cups. You were trafficked as a child. As a child, you was trafficked and placed within this family here. Yeah, look at that. And the Ten of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. You are worth a large amount of money, a large amount of, well, this is wealth, collective. This is about your lineage, your heritage, your birthright. These people made a large amount of money off of you your entire life, and they continue to exploit you for even more money, collective. You were trafficked as a child. Page of Cups, Chariot, Ten of Cups, with the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, but these motherfuckers abused you all the way to your adulthood. Look at this, Five of Swords with the Queen of Cups. You done went from the Page of Cups to the Queen of Cups because you're an adult now. These motherfuckers abused you. Yeah, they did. They thought you were slow, dumb, and stupid. They thought you would never find out, collective. They wanted to keep you juggling and struggling. They purposely tried to cause you stress, depression, anxiety, mental conflict, sleepless nights. They did everything. They caused you heartache, heartbreak, sadness, sorrow, misery, pain, anguish. You're a high priestess. You are the high priestess, collective. Okay? Yeah. These people even try to alter a change or your subconscious mind, okay? You're divine feminine. You have sacred wisdom, an inner knowing. You're illuminated. You're tapped into your higher self. You're in your North Node, collective. Some might see you as mysterious, but you're highly intuitive. You're psychic. You're empathic. You're knowledgeable. You're wise. You're enlightened individuals. And you have spiritual gifts as well as maybe other talent, skills, and abilities, okay? But you are the high priestess. Okay? And these people are shocked. They're surprised because they thought you were slow, dumb, and stupid. They never wanted you to know the truth about your real father. Spirit clarify, they never wanted you to know the truth about your real father. They never wanted you to know the truth about your real father. They never wanted you to know the truth about your real father. I feel like that this money is tied to the situations with your father. Or some aspects of it. But I feel like even besides that, these people have made a lot of money off of exploiting you, collective. Real life Truman Show, collective. And everybody that you have ever come into contact with, everybody at a distance from you has literally been watching your life play out. Depending on who you are, I wouldn't be surprised if shows, movies, goddamn songs have been made about you subliminally in your life. Yeah, they lied to you. There was lies, manipulation, trickery, fuckery, thievery. Okay? Yeah. There's a lot of lies and deceptions. Okay? You were lied to about who your father really was. The Seven of Swords is about betrayal and deception, manipulation, trickery. Okay, it's cowardly energy. It's people doing things under false pretenses, carrying things away, being very sneaky, strategic. Okay, people who are wearing a mask, cloaking and concealing themselves. The Seven of Swords is about lying as well. Mm-hmm. Your father has some type of star status or something like that, Spirit is saying. Yeah, I'm seeing a star with the King of Swords here. You were lied. Any other messages about they never wanted you to know the truth about your real father? I'm seeing a full moon here. We know the moon talk about secret things, hidden things, and what's done in the dark. Shady people, dirty dealings, illusions, fear, cover-ups, criminal activity, okay? A multitude of other things. The devil. Okay, it's a very toxic situation around centering around situations with your real father. Okay, who could have been chained to the devil himself here. I'm even seeing a 10 of swords with the waxing moon here. Okay, so a lot of secret things, hidden things. There definitely was some type. You got the devil. The 10 of swords speaks of betrayal, disloyalty, sabotage, cruel, unusual things, brutality, hate crimes, a multitude of different things. But you were ultimately betrayed, collective. You were ultimately betrayed. There was a lot of things that was secret, kept secret and hidden from you. That moon. Okay. I'm also seeing the Hierophant here. Okay. So your father was in this Hierophant position, some type of ruler or leader. This person has some type of popular status, celebrity status, was well known or something like that, or what have you. This individual could have been like that. Devil energy talks about a lot of different things, from sinister things, evil, wicked things, toxic things, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things. Okay. But there was betrayal. There was disloyalty. Okay. And the moon, like I said, speaks of secret things, deceptions, cover-ups, criminal activity. Okay? They never wanted you to know the truth about your real father. Spirit clarify, I will not be bullied. I will not be bullied. I will not be bullied. Yeah, you're making a judgment call. You're making some type of judgment call, collective. Okay? You're on a mission. You're taking action. You have made a decision. The judgment can also be about awakenings. Okay, you've made a judgment or a decision, taking some type of action, that you will not be bullied, collective, by these people. Illegal harassment, Spirit, clarify illegal harassment. Clarify illegal harassment. Justice, that's the government. Justice system, that's the government. Any branch of government are responsible for this illegal harassment, collective. Okay? Betrayal for the love of money. I'm seeing the 3 of coins as well as the 5 of wands. So there's a group of individuals who collaborated together for the purposes of money, collective, to ultimately betray you for this money. They're in binding contracts. They did this out of jealousy, envy, hatred, spitefulness, or competition. Retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge, collective. But you are a missing child. Okay, you have suffered and endured childhood trauma, from childhood trauma to adulthood trauma. The government put you under mind control as a child, and you were under mind control your entire life, and you were abused and neglected and exploited by these fucking people. And somebody's gonna suffer the fucking consequence for it, from your family to these cults to the government. This is the reason why they want some type of revenge on you, because they never wanted you to know the truth, collective. They never wanted you to know the truth. Spirit, clarify this family, cult, and revenge. Any messages on family, cult, and revenge? Family, cult, and revenge. I'm seeing sadness, loss, disappointment, and regret. There could be some type of sadness, loss, disappointment, or regret. Spirit is saying, what is this family, cult, and revenge, Spirit? My other dead. Family, cult, and revenge. These individuals went to the crossroads. They saw. What is this family cult and revenge spirit? So I'm seeing the tower here, okay? So these people are nothing but chaos. They have caused tragedy in your life, reckonings, shocking events, okay? Problematic situations, disruptions, destructions, deceptions, okay? With these individuals, Spirit is saying. Spirit, clarify mind control, abuse, and neglect. I'm also seeing the Eight of Wands here. It's something about swift, fast communication, messages, news, and information, or even air travel, or something like that, as it relates to this family cult and its revenge, or something like that as well. Spirit, clarify mind control, abuse, and neglect. Yeah, they put you under mind control, and they abuse and neglect you to keep you in a state of mental conflict, mental anguish, psychological trauma. They wanted you to have lost hope, lost love, dark thoughts, anxiety, fear, nightmares, insomnia, worry. They wanted you to not to be able to eat, sleep, think. Okay? They did this to cause you mental conflict, collective. Spirit, clarify mind control, abuse, and neglect. Mind control, abuse, and neglect. Any other messages on mind control? Yep. Three of Swords, heartache, heartbreak, sadness, sorrow, misery, pain, deep emotional pain, anguish, grief, disillusionment, sorrow, depression, heartbreak, tears, or loss. Whatever it is that you do for work, collective, your job, your occupation, your career, your masteries, your skills, your talent, skills, abilities, your spiritual gifts, or what have you, these people don't like it. Spirit, clarify missing, and child. Missing, child. Clarify this missing child, Spirit. Yeah. You could have been held captive or hostage, collective. They entrapped you, collective. You were in a doom and gloom type situation. Your hands could have been tied. You could have been paralyzed. You could have been in a crisis. It was like you were in prison, restricted. Okay? I'm seeing the Eight of Swords with the Eight of Coins here. Okay? Somebody made some type of money off of you. 888 here. Eight of Swords. It's like somebody being stuck, restricted, unable to move or get out of a situation. Somebody captive, hostage, imprisoned, in doom and gloom and crisis. Okay? The Eight of Coins is the money one makes from the work that they do. Okay? Somebody entrapped you and has been making money off of you, collective. You are this missing child, though. Some type of money has been being made off of keeping you stuck and trapped, restricted. Yeah, that's what's going on here, y'all. Spirit, any messages on the judge and bribing the judge? Saying magician here, okay? Some kind of fuckery or sorcery could have went on. Some type of divination abuse could have went on. Some type of hocus pocus, witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, voodoo could have gone on. Spirit, any messages on insurance fraud? Any messages on insurance fraud? Any messages on insurance fraud? Any messages on this insurance fraud, Spirit? Yeah. These people abandoned you, neglected you, and left you out in the cold. They rejected you. They alienated you. They left you in turmoil and harsh conditions, financial ruin, collective. Okay? As it relates to this insurance fraud here. They committed some type of insurance fraud. They could have hid something from you, stole something from you, and they abandoned you, neglected you, and left you out in the cold. They rejected you, collective, because they didn't want you to have what rightfully belonged to you, collective. Okay? Strength is at the bottom of the deck. Okay, I feel like you're someone who's strong-willed, strong-minded. You have this invisible force of strength. Okay, you have confidence and courage. Okay, your own self-belief, collective, your own personal power and wisdom, collective. Yeah, but this is all about money. I just seen the Nine of Coins as well. I keep seeing the Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. There's a lot of face cards that wants to come out. There's a lot of people who are involved, so I'm not even going to worry about pulling any face cards because there's like, it's a lot of people. Any other messages? What's the overall messages? Spirit, clarify these secrets with meeting. Secrets with meetings. Secrets and meetings. I'm seeing a fool here. Spirit could be calling these people a fool, okay? They're foolish, okay? They're in fool's energy, careless, reckless, childish, ignorant, taking blind leaps of faith, stepping into the unknown, okay? In some type of way. Something about the secrets with as it relates to these secrets, these meetings they're having. They're in the full energy, collective. Those are your messages. I do hope that this is giving you all the truth and the clarity that you are seeking pertaining to a situation you may be dealing with or pertaining to a situation you may notice someone else is dealing with if you are cross-watching. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tiff.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shine bright like a diamond, 36 with the underscore between each word. For any persons who's interested in donating to the channel, it is greatly, greatly appreciated. I do thank you all in advance. You can do so through CASHAPP, which is $tiffdiamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/add36diamond. As always, collective, y'all take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There's wickedness in high places, and there's evil that's lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep, what surroundings in the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey. Keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God. Collective, continue to stay focused. Okay, continue to stay focused. Okay, you're not in the mood for these people bullshit, so you shouldn't have any dealings with them. Continue to stay focused. Okay, you got to understand that you're never going to allow these people to use you again. Yeah, you may be the victim of injustice, okay, but Spirit wants you to continue healing, collective, because you know the truth, you know clarity, you have awareness and insight. Okay, so continue to listen to your intuition. To the next time, peace.